The zoning command will allow you to assign a zone number to the selected sprinkler symbols, drip tubing areas or boundaries, or control valves. You may add or remove nozzles or control valves to or from their assignments. In addition, you may use the command to simply total the flow of the selected symbols. To compare the selected flow to the recommended flow through the water source, you must place one or more water source symbols on the design prior to assigning sprinklers and control valves to a zone assignment. You can open the zoning command from the irrigation menu or by clicking on the toolbar icon. Click on the Zone Assignment tab. In the water source recommended flow location, if there is more than one water source, click on the water source to use to compare the flow of the selected sprinklers and/or zone to the water source. Typically, there's only one water source per design. If multiple water sources exist, use the scroll bar to view all the water sources or increase the size of the dialog box to show all sources. If multiple water sources are supplying the same main line, you can select two or more water sources to combine the recommended flows. I'm going to switch to a more simplified drawing for the rest of this lesson. In the zone number text box, enter a number for the current zone assignment. There's no limit to the number of zones per irrigation design. You may also click on the right and left arrow buttons to quickly increase or decrease the zone assignment number. There are two ways to assign sprinkler and control valve symbols to a zone number. Here is the first method. Select one or more sprinkler nozzle symbols, drip tubing areas, drip tubing boundaries, or control valve symbols on the design screen. You can select symbols by dragging a window around them. Any symbol that fits 100% inside the window will be selected. Notice that the flow of the components is added to the total flow as the devices are selected on the design screen. You can hold down the Shift key and click on the symbols one at a time to add or remove symbols to or from the selection. If the total flow of the zone and any selected sprinklers exceeds the recommended flow through the water source, the total sprinkler flow will be shown in red. The flow will be displayed in either gallons per minute or liters per minute, depending on the units of measurement selected for the design. It's up to you as the designer to determine how much flow should be assigned to any one zone. To assign the selected symbols to the zone, in the Zone Assignment tab, click on the Add Selection to Zone button. An assignment number will be placed next to each sprinkler nozzle symbol, drip tubing area, drip tubing boundary, or control valve symbol designating the zone assignment. The zone assignment number for drip tubing areas and drip tubing boundaries will appear in relationship to the first point set on the screen when outlining the area. Press the Escape key to unselect the irrigation symbols. If you need to, you can roll the scroll button on the mouse to zoom in on an area, or press and hold down the scroll button to move or pan the drawing around on the design screen. Increment the zone number and continue the process until you have assigned all sprinklers, drip tubing, or control valves to a zone number. That's one way to assign sprinkler and control valve symbols to a zone number. Here is another way. Select one or more sprinkler nozzle symbols, drip tubing areas, drip tubing boundaries, or control valve symbols on the design screen. Press the Enter key on the keyboard to assign the symbols to the selected zone number. Notice that the zone number now increments to the next highest number and the selected symbols are now unselected. Select more symbols and press the Enter key to assign these symbols to the next zone number. Continue the process until you have zoned all sprinklers and control valves. We highly recommend this method for zoning control valve symbols. But there may be times When you've already assigned sprinklers to a zone number, and you'll need to select the sprinklers to determine the flow of the zone. Click on the Select Zone Symbols button to select the sprinklers on the drawing screen that are assigned to the zone number entered in the zone number text box. If you need to remove symbols from a zone, select one or more irrigation symbols or drip tubing areas or boundaries. Click on the Remove Selection from Zone button. Click on the Close button to exit the command. You can change the size and color of the zone assignment numbers in the Options command on the Irrigation Options tab. Simply enter a new size or select a new color and click on the Apply button. You can also turn the zone assignment numbers on or off in the Layer Manager by clicking on the checkboxes for Show Sprinkler Zone Labels or Show Valve Zone Labels. If a box is unchecked, the labels will be turned off. If the box is checked, the labels will be turned on.